Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Mania. God bless you, my friends. Thank you for joining along for another transbian themed filled live stream. Ooh, today's a great live stream because oh yes, we have drama in spades. Drama with terrorist sympathizers, drama with wokey dudes, lots of craziness that occurs on Twitter but also here on YouTube. Because if you are a true Jaded Rabbit fan, I mean Jaded Mania fan, then you would know that I made a video yesterday with this same title, The Thiny Exposed! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. However, I seem to have pissed off the Thinny and I kind of love it. I kind of love it. So, Thinny has initially blocked me on Twitter after I started calling out his queer for Palestine terrorist sympathizer, Holocaust denier tweets. Oh, yes, we called them out because it's disgusting rhetoric to be spreading, but apparently all the fools who enjoy Mortal Kombat look towards Cine as some sort of reputable news source when all he can be bothered to do is give some snippets of data files, which don't mean that anything is confirmed, but often leads people to blow things out of proportion. Like Dynasty, like True Underlame, they love to take a tiny tweet and make it into something bigger. One thing that I noticed though is that these cis heteronormative men in the form of True Underlame and Dynadud, actually, are they heteronormative? I'm not sure. But they never pick up on the queer for Palestine shit that Thiny is putting out there. And guess what? I'm not going to stop calling it out. I'm so sorry, Thiny. You thought that you could issue a claim and take down my video, but hello, I'm here. I am still here. I don't know what you thought it would accomplish, especially when my video only had like 200 views. Like, why are you coming after me with only 200 views? Oh, I know why. It's because the information that I am providing to people is damaging to your reputation, identifying you as a terrorist sympathizer. Also, identifying you as a person who likes to blab and blab about your personal stuff, like your work history, your school education, your full name. I mean, is it my fault that you provide your full name out there, Thiny, on the internet? But trust and believe, Thiny, I make you an offer. Join the Jaded Bunny fam. Have a one-on-one with me, and I will tell you all the various ways where you have put out your own information on the internet because I can find it. I'm not going to be addressing the one, two, three, four different ways that you have provided your full name out there for anyone to find. And I mean, I'm not gonna, for the decency and for not wanting more complaints being issued through YouTube because of your bitch ass not being able to handle what you yourself has put out there on the internet. Oh, see, my situation is completely different from Thiny's situation. Do you remember that situation where I told Booty Juice to take down that picture weaponizing dead people against? I don't think you should weaponize dead people. Let's make that a clear line in the sand. You start using dead loved ones to attack people, that's a no-no. So when you start taking their pictures, using them, when you start providing my private government numbers that I gave only to you, and then you give it to Fat all the time everywhere, that's disgusting. Oh, no, 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 no. But Thiny has provided his basically his address, basically his life history, because the kid is terminally online. That's the problem with children. I think if you are a child, and I'm calling anyone under the age of 30 a child. I'm so sorry. But if you are a child, you should try and clean up your online history, your online footprint, because Mr. Debbie's footprint, I can see, like Little Debbie, Little Debbie cupcakes. Do you like Little Debbie's? I wonder if they still make them good. Because things tend to go down in quality over time. But do you remember Little Debbie's? Oh, the oatmeal cream pie. I love me a cream pie. But yeah, Little Debbie used to make all these little cakes. Whatever, tangent. But you should try and clean up your online history, Little Debbie. Because if you don't like the information out there, well, maybe you shouldn't be providing it so readily across, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different platforms. So, yeah, I really just don't understand the situation with Thiny, and we are going to be re examining, taking a closer look towards this Jew hating Arab. I don't know how else to put it, because that's what he is, and he does not want to be identified as such. So, okay. So, Thiny is also going to be identified as Miss Little Debbie in this video, because this is what we got. This is what we're working with. Little Debbie's. Isn't it cute? Look how cute she is. Peanut butter crunch. I've never had one of those. There's some of these things that they got here I've never heard of, but they look good. Oh wow. So yes, we are gonna be taking a look see at some. Well, you know what? Fuck it, Mister Miss Little Debbie is very politically active, so we're gonna be taking a look at some politics as well. I think Little Debbie decided to give me a complaint because yeah, quite clearly, I am not on their side when it comes to Israel, Palestine, Hamas, their treatment towards white people. I think there's a lot of this sort of misdirected oppression claims, even coming from Thiny. I can't believe it. So we're going to be seeing some of his latest political takes, but also some fun politics too. Why not? It sucks because the only politics that we do get now is Dominic Cianciolo posting very sporadically on his Blue Fly social media. MAGA nihilists, North Carolina General Assembly, blah, blah, blah. Make gay marriage illegal again. Who's saying that? But who said that? Well, I was, whatever. I was fighting for the rights to suck a dick and not go to jail. Marriage doesn't really bother me, but I think other people should be married. I don't know if I want to get married, though. The outrage on the right. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I guess this is fitting because they're talking about Hunter Biden. He's actually one of the topics coming up. So yeah, Dominic Cianciolo is not really something that I enjoy. But it seems like everyone who enjoys Mortal Kombat 1 is a leftist. And most of these shills are leftists. So this is wonderful. Wokey terroristy activities within Mortal Kombat 1. Very nice. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining along. What do you think about the Thiny? I really can't stand him, and after this behavior over the last 24 hours, the only thing that I know that I am doing is that I am speaking on the truth, and the truth is bothering Miss Lil Debbie. And Miss Little I told you that's the Thiny. The Thiny Miss Little Debbie is not liking what I'm saying, so suck a dick. You don't like it? Too bad. Why don't you tweet about it on your Twitter about how people are so toxic? But you know what's more toxic? Wanting the Holocaust survivors to get out. I think that's way more toxic. Also, very toxic was that he took down that whole video, and I had my trans hijabi. I had my trans hijabis. Now I don't get to see my trans hijab. This man in a hijab.
So here's my journey to Islam.
I'm so sad. Why did Thiny not agree with trans women in hijabs? I thought he was woke. I guess not woke enough. But yes, very, very fun times. Let's see what you're saying. The Thiny can only blame himself for putting out the information publicly. Dave is just recapping the information. I know. That's so insane. I love it, though, because it bothers him. Like, do you know what Dave is doing? He's crying at the grave, stuffing his face, and going to sleep. It's called depression. So I am coping with my depression in many different ways. What's he doing? He's supposed to be working some fancy engineering job. Why don't you go do your job instead of posting on Twitter all the time? Let me cry in peace. My mommy. Where? Oh my god, I gained 2 pounds. I feel so fat. I need to lose the weight. Ah! They should make a limited edition little Steffi Debbie. Oh no, not little Steffi Debbie. Oh my god, could you imagine if instead it was like, you see how it has like the face of the little girl? And it was like little Steffi, and it's like a little trans girl. I amused myself. I just got a PS5 yesterday. Oh, very nice. I just hope that there's something for you to play. I don't know how many PS5 exclusive titles there are. There's Stellar Blade. Play that. Then go play that. Hashtag queer for Justin Trudeau. Oh, ooh, a juicy live stream. Yeah, I was thinking that I would show you guys the emails that I got from YouTube. But no, I don't want to do that. Mainly because, like, I know that there is, like, some personal identifying information in emails. I don't want that to go out there and then get another complaint from Miss Little Debbie. No, thank you. But yeah. Hi Dave, I'm at Home Depot looking for a damn mallet. Oh my god, who are you gonna use it on? Yay, Claymore. Doodle Bob, Dewon, thank you. Love that Steffi loves her kitty cat. I'm so happy. Stellar Blade is a TA game. Oh, J4, yay, love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Alright, so let's start with a little bit of just random politicking. So, what you're seeing in front of you is the UK Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. He is a lefty. This is from what I understand. And he was in charge of lighting a Christmas tree. So let's see what he does.
Those in the military, those in the police, on the front line, we owe you so much throughout the year. It's very, very brilliant to have you here with us this evening. And Christmas, of course, is all about bringing...
I'm just going to say I'm kind of jealous that the UK is so warm. It's so cold over here. Minus 22 degrees Celsius.
People together, family, communities, all of us celebrating in the way that we traditionally do. And it's the tradition, therefore, to turn on the lights with that familiar start. So can you please join me when I say 5...
What is this familiar start? I've never had a countdown for a Christmas tree.
Please join me when I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! It worked. Nervous moment there, but it's all good.
He's so silly. Nervous moment, as if the tree wasn't going to turn on. And like no one counted down with him. No one was clapping. No one was there. No one enjoyed this Christmas tree countdown. And I'm like, I don't understand why the government feels it necessary to waste money. Like, I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I'm not some sort of heathen that doesn't want Christmas around. I like Christmas. But why are they wasting money to
When
have
I say
this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay!
It's the cheer. It's the like the genuine lackluster surprise of it turning on. But this was a point of political propaganda. Can you believe this? So some places have added additional like laugh track background vocals to this whole event.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No one was counting with him. How did they get people to count with him now?
Yay! It worked.
So, what kind of auto tune was put on this to create like a background group? That, of course, the little clippy doesn't show anyone else in frame, so it could be like anyone. But we see here there's like 10, a dozen people at most. So suddenly a dozen becomes this large crowd that you can hear. WTF?
Australia's dinosaur trees are
going
thriving
on?
in Britain.
Oh boy.
Australia's dinosaur trees are thriving in Britain.
This shorts TikTok business, I kind of fucking hate it. They need to get something better for people. But yeah, really strange Christmas. Hopefully you're having fun Christmas times, counting down the lighting of your tree. Very weird. But yes, that brings us to this. I know that lots of people in the political sphere have been talking about Hunter Biden, but I don't really care about the Hunter Biden pardon. I'm so sorry. Who cares? Whatever. So he pardoned his son. I guess it's terrible in some ways where he promised that he wasn't going to. But yeah. So I ended up like good. I wanted to know what's on his laptop. Did you know that there's some sort of laptop with nudes and also maybe some incriminating information about Ukraine? But this is why now I am going to vote Democrat for the next election. If I were to become an American. Because if Hunter Biden is running, he seems like he's a real partier. Look at him with all of these various unnamed women. Look at him in these various states of undress. Some of them are good looking. Some of them look like he's rough trade. Like, he might beat you at the same time. So yeah, more pictures. Hunter Biden naked. This is what I searched. And there's photos of him. Oh my God. I never knew that all of this existed about Hunter Biden. And look, there he is with his dad. Ew. Not that there he is with his dad, looking his dad in the eyes. And then here he is just like naked. What is going on in this world? I love it though. Why does this exist? Aw, it's such a tiny picture. I want big. No, we can't have big picture. Whoa. Okay. So he's having some sort of sexy pool party. Oh my word. There's even feet photos. You know, photos for Steffi because she loves feet. But why is his pants so tight? You're that old, sir, and you're wearing that tight pants? Why? Oh my word. Look at the sensor. So what the fuck is he doing? Oh my God, more feet pics. So that brings us to this website. Biden laptop media.com. So this is like someone created a website that tracks all of the things that was on the laptop. And you can see all of the pictures from his laptop. There's like pictures of his dad with his second wife. There's pictures of I guess his teeth. Oh my god, he got veneers? Ew, that's so ew. I don't want to see that. Ew, look at all these photos of inside his mouth. And then look at this one. Who the hell sent this picture to Joe Biden? Oh my word. Not Joe Biden. Hunter Biden. So here you can see more photos. What is this? Is this his Tinder profile? His Tinder profile pic? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I love being able to oh my god, look, he has pictures of ladies and himself. What is Hunter Biden doing? He looks like he's living a good life on his daddy's money. OMG. So insane. So yeah, I mean, like, not really that much today. I really wanted to take a look at this because if I wasn't making this video about the Thiny, this video is gonna be called I'm a Democrat coming out as a Biden supporter or something to that nature. Because I don't know what to make of Hunter Biden. He seems like a fun individual based on the photos from his laptop and the photos from his phone. He seems like he's a fun guy. A fun guy. Oh wow, attachments, messages. What? Look at what he's doing on WhatsApp. Oh my god, and the photos. Not the photos. So apparently this is like a point of contention for the US Senate where they have talked about Hunter Biden's dick pics. I can't find it. I can't find it. All I could do was find this. So if you're Marjorie Taylor Greene, can you talk to me, please? Thank you. So this is very fun. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. At least you have a cute president. At Dave. What do you mean? He's all right. I would say I prefer Pierre Polyev in terms of cuteness because here's the problem with Justin Trudeau. He looks old and now he does. And he looks like he has definitely encountered some worries and stress being through a divorce, being through extramarital affairs, being through the death of a nation. Yeah, I would say he's very aged now and good. That's what he needs. Ew, that's not the Thiny. That's Hunter Biden. Huge. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Duan. Hey there, Johnny. I love you, brother. Okay, so let's turn our attention towards the Thiny once again. Just to reiterate, this is from Thiny's multiple channels. He has like more than a dozen of them. More than a dozen. But after yesterday, he has deleted and changed around even his main YouTube channel in response to my video. Why did he make these changes? In my firm belief, he has made changes to even his main YouTube channel because he did not like my video saying that he was sympathizing with Hamas. He did not like my video where I called out the fact that he wants all of the Israelis gone from the river to the sea. Yes, he wants that to happen, and he did not like me putting his whole name and putting his work experience beside those two things. Because I draw connections between the two things. The dude has created AI which tracks Arabic news, and often this Arabic news is like Al Jazeera levels of bias and propaganda against Jews and against Israel. But I guess he didn't want that information to be so nicely and neatly connected for his employers. That's my guess. This is what I'm figuring. So now, after spending more than a decade of putting out all of his information, like his name, his face, all of that, now he's trying to do an about turn 180 degrees because I put a magnifying glass on him. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I made little boy jump. Okay, so this is Thiny's take, Mortal Kombat 1 trailer reaction, Thiny's take. Here you can see a photo of Thiny. I'm not like sure what he thought he was hiding when he has put his face out as the face of these very anti-Semitic comments. That's his face. That's who we're dealing with. This is the Thiny. And I feel very confident in providing this because look, he hasn't taken it off the internet. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna deny that all these people like Shar YT, Dynadud, all of these people never saw him? No, all these people did see him. I think a lot of people don't pay attention to what's on the internet, even the Thiny. They don't know all of the information that is floating out there that is publicly accessible. I did not go on to any government database to find private information. I just went on the Google. I just went on the Google. So here you go. Face reveal exposed. And I mean, you can take this and go find his work experience, go find his pictures, because he uses his pictures of his face not only for his gaming channels but also for his work profiles. Got it. Got it. Very nice. So it's very interesting to see that this individual doesn't want his face or name, which he has put out there on the internet multiple times, to be tied to these statements. And what statements am I talking about? So the first statement, I really don't understand why he's writing this kind of stuff about Israel. But for the insinuations that Israel killed their own during the festival, during October 7th of last year, that is pure conspiracy theory on the levels of we've never gone to the moon or that the earth is flat. This is pure conspiracy. And to say things like that is trying to paint the Jewish people, as people who are so conniving that they're going to create this false flag campaign in order to wage war against the poor Gazans who have allied themselves with terrorists. Okay, got it. Wonderful. So he doesn't want these kinds of conspiracy theories to be linked to his name because why? What is he afraid of? Is he afraid of people identifying him as a conspiracy theorist? Well, it's not hard to figure out who he is or what he does. Miss Little Debbie is out there putting her information on all sorts of platforms, all sorts of sites, on the Twitter, on the YouTube. If he wants to get rid of this stuff, he should have never been playing on the internet like that. Because I don't think there's any way that all of that information is going to be removed. If you want, go check out that website that was attacked by Queer for Palestine. We had talked about it. But you can go on that website and find all of the information about the Thiny, where he works, what his name is. I can't believe it. So the Thiny. Then you want to convince me that the Holocaust survivors just found unclaimed land and called it Israel and settled in it. So this, once again, this is where he's saying really wild conspiracy theories. Not only are we supposed to rewrite thousands of years of history that we have learned in school, but we also have to be mean to the Holocaust survivors. Got it. Kick them out. They don't need to be in that area. That Palestine. No, they need to get out of Palestine. From the river to the sea. That's what they chant. That's what they want. So I really love that the Thiny is out here watching my videos, issuing complaints to YouTube over stuff that he has done himself. It isn't because of me. All I did was just went to the websites, went to the things that he had on YouTube. And you know what? Over the last 24 hours, he has deleted some things from his YouTube. But before we take a look at what was deleted from his YouTubes, let's take a look at this. So if you guys remember, Libs of TikTok is a Twitter account that identifies the wokey lefties. Let's see if I can find it. I haven't like gone to their site in such a long time. But here you can see things about people crying, politics, blah blah blah, whatever. But this person who has coordinated this Twitter account, their name was revealed through NBC. Or I think it's NBC. Some of these leftist leaning mainstream media outlets, they put out the name of the person who created Libs of TikTok. I forget what it is. But their rationality is that it's not doxing. The correct word is accountability. And when someone targeting others in a hateful way while cowering behind a screen shouldn't be allowed to avoid it. So, okay, let's think about this. This is coming from NBC News. NBC News, which is typically left-leaning. Let's use their same argument here and apply it to the Thiny. So the Thiny, we know, he posts these evil messages on Twitter targeting Jews in a hateful way while cowering behind a screen. Should he be allowed to avoid it? Question mark. I don't know. That is not my place to say. I am just asking the questions. But I think ethically, if the left can condemn a Twitter account for reposting things on TikTok, well then surely I can condemn Miss Little Debbie for posting this shit here about the poor Jews, the poor Holocaust survivors. I don't get that. And I mean, like, I am not Jewish. I am not Arab. I am not Muslim. I am none of these things. But I think anyone with common sense can see that there is some problems if you are following a guy who rewrites history or spouts this kind of hateful rhetoric about Jews killing themselves so that they can go then kill Arabs. Like, that's insane. This is just so many levels of insane. So yeah, here we go. So this is the name of the person, Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz was responsible for creating Libs of TikTok, and then it was written about in investigative report. And I think that's kind of what I do. I am also writing about this stuff from an investigation point of view. If someone is pissing me off, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to investigate all the shit that I can about them on the internet. And from what I found is that the Thiny has dozens and dozens of YouTube's accounts. I don't know how many because I'm sure I've only scratched the tip of the iceberg. When I thought that Fat All the Time Everywhere had a bunch of YouTube's accounts, no, the Thiny is outpacing it. So this is one of the YouTube accounts that was changed hastily over the course of the last 24 hours. This one used to have his full name, but he has removed it. Good for him. I'm glad that he got a clue to maybe not put your full name on the internet all the time. Who's doing that? Especially if you're trying to, like me, myself. I am the Jaded Rabbit. I am the Jaded Mania. This is a nom de plume under which I operate with anonymity. Like, you are not finding out who I am, and you can maybe find some stuff somewhere out there on the internet, but what you can find about me, I have already curated and approved, and I know what I have out there on me. But I don't have my full name, I don't have my work experience, I don't have pictures of me, I don't have hateful anti-Semitic comments. Like, there's a whole lot of me that sets me apart from the Thiny, because I'm not chronically online. I'm not hunched behind a keyboard typing on Twitter how much the Jews should get out of Palestine. I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like now the conversation here, the Jews, their plight is becoming secondary to this whole situation, because now we're talking about the Thiny hiding information, making a complaint to YouTube, even though he had that information voluntarily up on the internet. Things that he put into the YouTube title name, he got upset about. And trust and believe, I'm not going to stop investigating into you, the Thiny, because I am fascinated and I have too much time. I have too much time on my hands. So I am going, it takes me, it's not even that long to research or snoop. It's so easy to snoop. As long, like, I think this is a problem. Children today didn't learn things like Boolean search terms. That's something that we learned in elementary school, and that has stuck with me throughout all of life. And that has helped me with searching for things like naughty tweets, bad things on Google. Yeah, I love it. So I am so perplexed as to why he felt so threatened by my little video. But I guess I can see why, because he does not want people to get his real name. But you know what? You can get his real name, his work history, all of that shit, as long as you know how to use a Google. If you know how to use a Google, you can figure it out. So I also love this change that he has done. So this is an account where, so this one actually had videos on it prior. So he deleted the videos, or he privated them. One of them was him playing a piano, and the other one was something or other. I don't know. This one he has deleted, but you know what? With the help of internet caches, things are not hidden. You cannot delete your history off the internet unless you're very, very thorough about it. But he does not seem to be thorough. He seems to be doing things hastily. And I don't know if, like, that Arab money does anything. I don't know if there's like Arabian connections with YouTube. I don't know. Is that why he was able to issue a privacy complaint for stuff that was all publicly available on Google? And it still is. Miss Little Debbie, that still is up there. I don't know what he was trying to do. But if you were here yesterday, you would have seen, a lot more than I'm willing to share today. Definitely, I don't want no more privacy complaints, but I'm speaking about things within the realm that I can. But yes, he has definitely modified information from his YouTube channel. So if you are someone who peruses his YouTube channel on a regular basis, or someone who has used it over years, you'll know that I would say 5 years ago, he had his name written on his YouTube profile. Okay, so his name was written on his YouTube profile. Okay, and he was also linking some of the various channels relating to these ones, which have now been deleted or changed. But the one that hasn't been deleted is the one that's, I think it's about 3,000 subscribers. I'm not showing it, but it's of his last name, Little Debbie. Little Debbie's YouTube channel, and that one hasn't changed, and I'm thinking it's because that channel is not managed by himself, but maybe something like his father, his uncle, and he doesn't have access to his uncle's YouTube and can't change it. But we know his name. I don't know why he thinks that taking down my video is gonna hide all of that, which is also hilarious because all of my internet search history, cache logs, it's all there. I don't know who he's trying to hide or run away from. Question marks. But I really feel that if he does not want things like these kind of tweets to be listed beside his name and his face picture, then he shouldn't put his name and his face picture out there. Why put all that information out there for people to use or for people to see? And once again, I am not the first person who has made all of the connections relating to the Thiny and his real name and the kind of work that he does, because this has been out there, like I said, for more than 5 years. I'm thinking about something from 5 years ago, but he had all of his information on the YouTube for more than a decade. Dude, don't you think you should have done something before Dave started calling you a terrorist sympathizer? But I'm not going to forget that he's a terrorist sympathizer. So that brings us to this tweet here, where he talks about, I hate what we've become. This is such bullshit, hypocrisy, disgusting behavior, because he should hate himself, if that's it. The MK1 divided the community more than any other MK community. He's the one who's posting highly divisive things every single time with this fucking watermelon emoji. This watermelon emoji tells me that he's part of those Queer for Palestine protesters that set Montreal afire, that chant death to Canada, death to the US, death to Israel. I'm pretty sure schools in Iran are out there teaching people to say Marg Bar America. Like, so gross. People should not be chanting these things. But his polarizing politics are somehow invisible to people like True Underlame, Dynadud, maybe because they have the same Queer for Palestine tendencies. I don't know. But I also commented on this tweet from yesterday, and I'm sad that he took down the video because all of my comments are just in the ether. So we are forced to look at this again, but now with the added context that Thiny is a hypocrite trying to hide any connection between his work, his name, and the shit that he posts on Twitter. Oh, so you love that anonymity that Twitter grants you so that you can post all your hateful anti-Semitic stuff? Oh, well, maybe you should have thought about that before you had your name everywhere on the internet. And like I said, there are still about, I'm going to say 3 or 4 different ways that you can find out his name without me telling you anything. There's still out there. I don't know what he's trying to do. But like I said, Thiny, join the Jaded Bunny fam. Get that one-on-one tier level, and I will coach you through protecting yourself privacy-wise. I don't understand why you have all of this information out there, but okay. So he's saying, I've never seen as much fighting between one another until this game came out. Why doesn't he understand that there's no game? Like, for the last, I don't know, how many weeks, 2 weeks? I haven't made a video about the video game. Oh no, I lie. I did. I did. It's the last one I made. It was the last one I made. I lied. MK1 shrinks penises by 3 inches. I played it for like 10 minutes. I went to the premium shop and that was it. I love that it's a picture of Ghosty Girl too, because she's shrinking penises as well. Certainly scared mine right off. But yes, a very, very strange. So going back here to his tweet, if I can find it. Here we go. People argue over how they hate the game and others fighting people for saying they like the game. Trust and believe I don't care what Thiny thinks about the game. I don't care if he likes the game or hate the game. I care about the fact that he's pushing hate against a whole entire religious group. Just the same way that Fat All the Time, Fate, was pushing hate against Muslims, I thought that was terrible too. Why do you have to hate the Muslims, Ben? Why are you so gross, Ben? But Little Miss Debbie here hates the Jews. So I mean I equally disdain this kind of hate mongering. People should not be doing this, but people will allow it for I don't know what reasons, clout, fame, clicks. Disgusting. The reboot didn't sit well with some, while it was welcome to others, but almost everyone agrees the multiverse is BS. Yet, he doesn't blame the writer, Dominic Cianciolo. He does not blame the studio. What he does is blame the community. Yes, blame the community. Never seen as much fighting. Babes, don't think that our little tete-a-tete is anything related to the game. It might say Mortal Kombat 1 as the game in the description, but we're not even playing the game. To make matters worse, NRS's reputation has been damaged. They went from poor communication to overcharged half-baked betas with false promises. What do you mean? So the way he's describing it is not possessive. NRS's reputation. It doesn't say NRS destroyed their own reputation. NRS damaged their reputation. NRS's reputation has been damaged. He's not saying who damaged NRS's reputation. It could be the community that's fighting with itself. But I think really the blame needs to be laid at NRS. He's not blaming NRS at all. These kinds of tweets where it's a bunch of word salad trying to please as many people in the Mortal Kombat community, revolting. Because he strikes me as a man with no spine, a man who hides behind his computer screen, to talk shit about Jews, to talk shit about Israel, but at the same time try and get everyone to like him with regards to Mortal Kombat, which is why he's posting about Mortal Kombat every single chance. Why didn't he say with every single tweet that Mortal Kombat is half-baked ideas? Why didn't he say that? There's fighting under every post, under every tweet, under every reply. Every time I tweet something, there's something swearing or yelling unwarranted personal insults. Well, here's the thing, though. You have made it personal. You have put your personal politics into your tweets. You have put your personal information on your YouTubes. Like you've made it personal, unfortunately, just out of the nature of the information that you are sharing with people on the internet. That is highly personal. I'm so confused as to the hypocrisy and bullshit that is coming off of this tweet. But of course, this is a little circle jerk community where all of the leftist, Queer for Palestine, terrorist sympathizers can get together, which is why you see Mortal Kombat addict fatalities daily. Barf. Don't like him. All of MK1 Insider, HBT Warrior, True Underdog. You can see them. Why they all flock to the Thiny's Twitter? Why? It's because they're all part of this dirty cabal that believes in girls with no breasts, dudes with no dicks, and Palestine without any Jews. Cool. So this is fun here. Mila writes this: I exactly know what you mean, but I also think that's how platform has become. I see better replies to game issues on Reddit than here. First and foremost, Reddit is blind people leading blind people. You go to Reddit and you look for help, you're gonna get fuck all. So don't go to Reddit, please. Secondly, you can see that there is a bias in these people's posts because they hate Elon Musk. What did Elon Musk do to them is my question. What did the platform take over? What did it what? So Thiny writes here, I also noticed that ever since the takeover, the platform toxicity skyrocketed. Has nothing to do with the platform takeover, has everything to do with your weak constitutions and inability to handle criticisms. If this was any different, my video from yesterday would still be up. But he cannot handle the criticisms and thus cries toxicity. And I don't know, we're going to use some conspiracy theory here, but maybe he's throwing his Arabian dollars to his YouTube connections to make things happen. I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, I am so disgusted that the more I look into the Thinny, the more that I don't like. So here you can see from his replies that he is posting things. I don't know where did it go? Oh, I think he deleted it. He said something earlier. And I guess this is why I should start archiving more tweets. But he posted something about the French flag. No, it was something about Syrian independence and the flags that are associated. And it's like this black, red, green star. And he was like something about French oppression. And he is the type to be crying about French oppression. I'm so sad, though, that it's not here anymore. So he deletes his tweets. I don't know. I don't know where you get your numbers from, cuz this ain't it, fam. Why is he talking with a black scent? I think that's highly inappropriate. He is not black. He is not Caribbean. He is not of that upbringing. He is not African. He is not African American. This ain't it, fam. Ooh, I don't like these. I don't like how these people talk. And I think that the younger children are more prone to this. But whatever. When I talk in my broke up English, I don't think people understand me. So, yeah. Update. Okay, so I'm trying to find. No, it's gone. I guess I should have kept it. Let's try this. French from the Thinny. And this is what I'm talking about, like Boolean indicators. Okay, I'm not finding it there. Let's try oppression. Oh, it's from 5 hours ago? I didn't know. Okay, so he didn't delete it. It was just a matter of me not scrolling enough. Guys, I don't care about Twitter. I'm not scrolling through this shit. But you can see that there are some young 20-somethings. Nikolaj. And honestly, if you support Ukraine, how the hell can you also support Palestine? Or, in this case, I'm sorry, Hamas. One is liberal democratic nation, sovereign nation. The other is ruled by ruthless terrorists that cause civil unrest oceans away. I feel personally afflicted by Hamas, by the way, because in Canada now there's so much talk of how many terrorists we have inside of our borders that go down to America through the porous border to the south, and they're chanting things here in Canada like "Death to Canada." They're setting things on fire. That's so scary. I don't need that here. I remember when Canada used to be a nice place, but no. So honestly, the Free Syria flag is nicer than the current flag, purely aesthetically and more unique as well. I don't understand. It's a bunch of stars and some red, green, and black. Can they find a different color palette? At least, like, if you think of like League of Arab Nations, like Morocco has like a green star with borders on a red field. That's, I like that. But there's a lot of this color scheme going on for Arab nations. Like, where's purple? Where's orange? So here he says, the problem with it is that the French are the one who imposed it, and now everyone is claiming it as a sign of freedom when it's oppression. Oh my god. This is so like cry baby liberal. Cry about the French oppression of Syria. What do you mean liberate Syria? Can someone educate me? I thought Syria was free. Syria gained its independence from French mandate on 1944. Became a member of the Yeah, isn't I actually dated a girl from Syria. Oh my god. Back when Dave was experimenting with heterosexuality, I dated a girl from Syria. But like, what do you mean free Syria? Opposition rebel groups in Syrian civil war? See, like, this kind of shit don't affect me, but I guess I have to, like, learn about it, because this is, once again, this is coming from the Thinny's Twitter. This is somehow Mortal Kombat related, because he's posting it on his Mortal Kombat Twitter. I think my piece of advice for him is, if he doesn't want to be associated with these extreme political views, maybe don't be posting it from your Mortal Kombat Twitter. Get another Twitter account and call it Gay for Palestine and leave it at that. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much the French are oppressing Syria, given that Syria has had its independence since 1945, and they have so much independence, they're fighting with themselves in a Syrian civil war. Sounds great. Now, there has been a lot of like military coups in West Africa. Like, I'm thinking about like Benin. I don't know. I think it's Niger. Maybe it's Niger coup. Yeah, there was a lot of coups last year in that area. They had Niger. I think they had Burkina Faso. And a lot of the rhetoric is that they were throwing off the old rulers who were associated with French money and French corruption. But was it really the French people? Like, French nationals who were still causing this corruption? I'm like thinking it as I'm saying it because it sounds so preposterous. Like, how somebody living in Paris responsible for the oppression of Nigeria or Niger, or in the case of Thiny's tweet, Syria. Like, the Arabs are ruling themselves. Let them figure it out. I don't get it. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. I'm really so perplexed by the state of Twitter, by the Thiny just constantly putting out these politics things. Let me just remind you, when we took a look at politics earlier today, Like we were looking at this weird countdown celebration.
You please join me when I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay!
I used to ride on the short bus to school. Honest to goodness, I loved that time. I loved being on the short bus. But it sounds like some of the sounds that you would hear on the short bus. And then, like, we were looking at Hunter Biden's dick pics. Oh no, not web server is down. Oh no, give me the dick pics. Where are the dick pics? Oh, here we go. Look, there's Hunter Biden. What is Hunter Biden doing? So, I mean, like, when we take a look at politics, we have fun. But when he does politics, it's about French oppression, hate the white people, hate the Jews, hate this one, hate that one. I don't know what to make of this individual. But unfortunately, you cannot erase everything off the internet. You may have thought that you won by taking down my video yesterday, the Thiny, but you really didn't do anything other than make me more galvanized into disliking the shit that you're saying on Twitter. And I will not stop calling out your anti-Semitic views, your pro-terrorist, pro-Hamas views, or your revisionist history. Like, I don't understand why he's still blaming the French. Like, what is what's her name? There was a Grenade. Do you remember that song? Grenade? No, not Bruno Mars. Is a French girl, French girly. She made Clara Luciani. She made a song, La Grenade. It's something about under her boobie is a grenade. Not like in a terroristy way, more like in a feminist, emotional, loving way, I think. But, maybe we could get it. You know, do you think this is copyright? It's probably copyright. Let's be honest. Gem and the Holograms, that was copyright. So, I don't know why Thiny is complaining about French. I like French. I speak French. And I'm fairly certain that Thiny also speaks French as well. So, do you hate that you know the language of your would-be oppressors? Actually, where has been oppressed by France on the Arabian Peninsula? Was there ever any French colonies? French colonies on Arabian Peninsula. Were there? Because I know like Oman and Yemen, those were like British. But I don't think French, maybe? France did not have any colonies on the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of wild that he's talking about French being oppressive when his ethnicity, his history, his cultural background has no French history intersection at all. Wild, right? So wild. But yeah, I love the French. I love Quebec. And I'm sad that Quebec was under attack by the terrorists the other day. Yeah. I wonder, can we find that? Montreal riots.
And
that's Canada. Like, what? That was Montreal. So if I wanted French D, I couldn't because they're too busy bombing the place.
Well, quote, Montreal burned. We reviewed, Liev also posted a video showing Justin Trudeau at a Taylor Swift concert. While, quote, Montreal burned.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau was partying at Taylor Swift a party instead of carrying that cities were burning. Yeah, I think people should definitely think more carefully about the type of content they're consuming. When it comes to people like Thiny, it seems so dubious, so shady to have all of this Mortal Kombat positivity. I wouldn't even call it positivity. Shillery. Yes. MK1 shillery. Mortal Kombat shillery. And then right behind it, have these like really disgusting views. And for everything that I've ever said about Fate or Fat everywhere, Fat all the time everywhere, he at least deleted his YouTube videos that had him saying really stupid things about World War II or the moon or flat Earth. Like, he deleted that. But this one doesn't delete his things. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining along. What do you think of Thiny? LeBron King, what turbo controller do you have? Well, you can find it here. Just go to my YouTubes and you scroll all the way down to popular videos. This is the one that I use, the Mayflash F300, and I don't know if all of the steps that I provide here remain the same as to how to use the turbo controller. But I haven't changed anything from how I originally set it up, and it still works. I use it every day in Street Fighter 6. Yeah, Street Fighter 6 is a better use of my time. There's like 3 different things that I can turbo grind, whereas Mortal Kombat only has 1 thing to turbo grind. What Spider-Man game should I start with on PS5? You should start with the one that you have. Don't waste money buying all of the games. Just play whichever one you got. I think there's one that's included with PS Plus, so maybe that one. It's just crazy. OMG. Yes, I agree. My dear sister. I love you, Australia. Dave Smash. The way they designed Tanya was a mistake. Was it because she's manly? Twitter is so sensitive to opinions, like I had to block a Tanya stan because they thought Tanya didn't look like a man. Like, WTF, what has MK come to? I think a lot of people are living in quiet little groups or living underneath delusion. They need that kind of like Thanksgiving dinner moment where the liberals had to go home to their parents who voted for Trump. I think people who go around saying Tanya is beautiful should have a reality check by, I don't know, walking down the streets south side of Chicago and ask people, hey, is this feminine? Go to any normal people, any normal black people as well, and ask them what they think of this character. I think they'll tell you. I'm black and I don't even know what a black scent is. Too long. Aw. I don't know what it is either. I think Ariana Grande had one. It's sad GTA 6 is following the same path as MK1. We don't know. Let's wait and see. Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I agree, and I hear this because this ain't fam talk everywhere, and I'm a minor myself. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. I don't know who's talking like that, if that's internet speak, but a lot of internet speak has been appropriated black culture and appropriated gay culture. Like, whenever you hear someone saying something is shady or that's shade, that's people taking gay terminology, gay lingo, and using it in normal speak. It's like weird. Did they go to the drag shows to pick that up? No, they're just saying it because it's been popularized by young white girls. Young girlies who go to RuPaul's Drag Con. I don't know. What's with MK creators talking about politics like it's not needed at all? Well, you know what? I think it's a symptom of things larger problems with MK1. MK1 is no game. There is no game. There's nothing to play. If there was something to play, I would be playing it. For I have played absolutely everything in Mortal Kombat 1. But if there was something to do, like, I would do it, but there's not. So we talk instead about Hunter Biden's photos on his laptop. Oh my God, he has sex pics on here. Oh my God, he was getting a blowy and there's pictures. Oh my God. Why? Why does he have pictures? Doesn't he feel dirty to have pictures of his stepmom and his dad and then pictures of his dingaling on the same reel? Ugh, Hunter Biden. Gross. So yeah, I think it's worthwhile talking about politics sometimes. um Oh, Dave, someone in the MK community called Total MK blocked me. Why did he block you, Australia? That's so mean. I mean, like, I don't think you should be blocked. What was this over? I don't have as many beefs with Total MK as I do with Fate. I think that Total MK is a lunatic for supporting someone who says that the earth is flat. But yeah, you can't help bad taste. You can't have your cake and eat it too, thingy. I know. Like the stream, OMG, what's going on? Yeah, lots of craziness. So we'll see if this video gets taken down by YouTube because of privacy complaints. Like I said, I think yesterday's video really put together a convenient connection between Thiny, his political views, and his work. And I guess he doesn't want his work to know about his more extremist views on Israel. But I'm here, and guess what? Dave, don't forget. Dave, don't forget. And these videos stand here as a testament to history, ensuring that things will not be forgotten. And you know what? I've made lots of archives too of things that I've seen. So I've been trying to save them for future citation in the future. Yes, it's nice to have these things documented by a third-party source for trusted citations. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this individual. If you enjoy him, get out and leave a dislike. If you're willing to hear what I'm saying, leave a like. Hopefully, you've made it to the end of another live stream. So, get out. Alternatively, please do join the Jaded Bunny fam. I can provide generic advice on how to protect yourself on the internet. If you need advice on how to do this, hit me up. You don't need like all of these gosh, there are some people who sell things about internet brokers, getting your data and stuff, and then they have sponsored ads. LOL, you can figure out who's got your information and how to get rid of them. So I can help you do that, Thinny, maybe. But you see, the problem is that you pissed me off, and I'm the one with the information. And it's not, like, escaping my head anytime soon, so, like, unless he comes after my head, I don't think I'm forgetting all of the stuff I've learned about him. LOL, Duan, I'm gonna leave a dislike. Aw, thanks. Thank you. Okay, so yes, I love you guys so much. Am praying that you're not spending too much time looking at the pictures on Hunter Biden's laptop. But please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.